Greetings, late night viewers. It's 3 a.m. here in Eastern Standard Time. Just got home from running a session of D&D 3.5 Eberron about an hour ago. An hour and a half ago. I'm going to get some paint on some of the party members since they earned it. See, did my notification for myself come up? There we go. Make sure it's working. Oops. Sounds good. Alrighty. So the druid was there. That's pre-painted. It's pre-painted. I gotta find a better model. Josh has joined the party. This, what do they have it listed on? Carrion Tribe Barbarian was playing the part of Josh's monk because I didn't have a human monk. Actually a Kalishtar, but Kalishtar looked human, so lucky, but didn't have the right blood with me. And then we already had that one on the board when I found the orange painted monks from the pre-painted stuff. Well, from the stuff I base coated. You're not in the party, but you're coming up. You weren't there tonight, so let's get some on her first, and then maybe go to the Ben and Pat. You know, Ben, our patron, and Porter. Or that's Porter, and this is, I don't know, NPC. Alright, so let's get some paint on models. What do we got here? I haven't taken these apart because I haven't used them yet. So I wanted to reinforce that to myself, that they're still not used. In case it mattered to myself. Oh. Get some water on the bristles. Shades of green. We already got some of the metal on there. Don't necessarily want to deal with the stick, but we could go with the leather. Like one color for the armor, one color for the other. Let's see if this camo green is still alive. Drink water. Finally cashed in my Papa John's credit for an extra large specialty pizza and got my Hawaiian barbecue chicken bacon. And I subbed out the onions for, ooh, that side's not good, but this side is, alright, for banana peppers. Made a stop by my storage unit on the way to picking up Josh and picking up the pizza to grab more of my high seas stuff. I've got a couple of the, can't remember if that's Little Tykes or Fisher Price, but a couple of their like sized pirate ships from thrift shops for like $2, $4 each, something. For $4 I got this gigantic shark that's like the size of it, so Megalodon, Megalodon, Colossal Godon, Colossodon. She bare, she's got shin guard armor, but she's barefoot. I mean, she's a druid, but wow. Like, the shark is so big, it looks like one of the fish that New Zealand from the Muppets would juggle. that level of detail. But yeah, she is barefoot except for the shin guards. Doesn't look like it's strapped underneath, which is odd. Because even if it's strapped in the front, I would think like the front plate would be flapping when you're walking. Most druids walk like an Egyptian or something. Alright, so that part of the armor, I went with that kind of green, and I did that for the skirting. I'm going to do this part of the armor in... Is it just literally camo green? Yes, this old camo green octagon pot from Citadel. Back when they still just said Games Workshop for the paint, right? Oh no, it actually does say Citadel. It's actually printed, like raised lettering on there. Speaking of which, I did bring home my Armory Painter Skeleton Bone and Necrotic Flesh. So, in case the Rotting Flesh from Citadel isn't working, I have that on hand. Could also use this. That looks pretty rotten if you're putting it as a flesh color. Gotta erase, gotta erase. Come on. Erase it from the scabbard, at least a little bit. I know I'm going to paint over it here in a second, but I'll have to glop it on there. Managed to stop the module on, like, a little early as far as the way it's phrased in the book, but we ended at the stopping point because the denouement from that scene, they kind of already have a little bit differently than default, because one of the characters is a local and owns a tavern, or at least works at one. House Galanda, Hospitality, Halflings. They're trying to explain themselves to the guards, and like, oh hey, how's it going, Sarge? Like, oh, do you know these guys? Yeah, we were leaving the ball, and just like they said, because Cal here, who was being the face at the time, rolled just under the threshold for the diplomacy check. Because the way they had it spelled out in the module, anything less than a 15 and like, strongly distrust them. So. I didn't ask him if he wanted to spend an action point, but he could have volunteered it. It was fun the way they have some of the actions spelled out in the module, like, if this character drops below this many hit points, they enter a Barbarian Rage, which drops their AC by 2, and changes their stats by this, and yeah, didn't matter. Like, yeah, you hit. Oh yeah, now you've got some mithril tinsel in your arm. Because you did damage, and then the rogue came up and backstabbed with the flanking bonus and all that fun stuff. I did record some of the audio, so maybe I will incorporate that at some point when I get around to making some kind of actual edited videos. Is there anything I want to do to the paladin who likes green? Let's use that leather for his scabbard and straps and such. I left a sample of it in the description, not the actual audio, but the transcript of it. What have I told you about leaving bodies around? Place them in the proper receptacles, please. No, that's what we do with our popcorn. Always throw them over the edge. Actually, I mean, I could play it, but I just want to paint. This guy's got a sword as thick as a hammer. It's just one of those things with the bones material for how they have to do the molds, but let's get these arm straps for our cleric and paladin. Strike that, reverse that. Here's the paladin. The cleric was out of town, the paladin was at home watching the kids and pet. I said don't throw them over the edge, but at least you're learning something. I'm considering doing those like holy order straps in this color, but oh, excuse me. I think I'll wait and reconfirm what his character's faith is. I can't remember if it's the entire sovereign host or if he picked a specific deity, but I'll paint it in those colors instead. Any other leather? Probably the stuff in here, the straps holding the inner part of the armor. Strap. I don't know, I'm getting there. Down in here. Not that I need to, no one's really gonna notice it, but I'm noticing it now, so I'm gonna get it. If it looks good from 3 feet away, it is good. Got to use my guardsmen. I left them there, I'm pretty sure, but I painted them in 2008. I think I showed them on a previous stream. Oh. Get the side of the scabbard here. Still just covered in the... Why can't that be working? Alright. Let's get some extra water on the brush, because it's not clumping per se, but it's not letting go well either. There we go. The underside of those straps. Yeah, so that's more of the religious strap. Pretty sure. Unless, yeah, no, because it comes up under that arm, so yeah. So the skirting can be this green. She's a different green for the skirting. And breastplate. Or corset, at least. Okay, and we'll go with that there, though. Who's got strapped there? I don't even know. Huh. So they sent their halfling porter, Gage, the Warforged, grabs him, puts him on the Black Panther, and go find the constable. So after a while, they come back. He gets threatened with, I will find you. You'll get tired before I do. And then I reiterated the whole, I don't sleep. Oh, so the druid cast dark vision on the Warforged, since while they are constructs, they are living constructs, and at least in the world of 3.5, they get some construct traits, but they don't get that particular one. Once you become more like in touch with your Warforged side, if you try to go that route, I think you get it in the prestige class. Prestige class? Is that one of my bookmarks? No, not that bookmark. Cardath. Real. Where are you? Not the... Warforged Juggernaut, I believe. Yeah, construct perfection at levels 2, 3, and 5 of this. Level 2, no longer subject to non-lethal damage or extra damage from critical hits. Construct perfection 2 at 3rd level, immunity to all mind-affecting spells and abilities, charms, compulsions, phantasms, patterns, and morale effects. Did I miss one in there? Okay. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. At 4th level, immunity to death and necromancy effects. Construct perfection 4 at 5th level, no longer subject to ability drain or ability damage. Extended charge, healing immunity. Don't we... Okay, maybe I was wrong. I thought they gained dark vision at some point. Oh yeah, and they had to put in healing immunity 2 as part of the errata. Becomes immune to the effects of all spells from the healing sub-school, as opposed to... Right. Okay, so healing immunity at 3rd level, healing immunity 1, immune to the effects of spells from the healing sub-school that heal hit point damage. Can no longer benefit from consumable spells and magic items such as Hero's Feast and potions. But healing immunity 2, they become immune to the effects of all spells from the healing sub-school. Alright. I don't know if they still have the errata up for anything from 3.5, but I printed that out at some point and had a reference sheet and went through and penciled it in on one copy of my book. I got another one in a trade or found it for like $3 on eBay or something, got a second one because my original copy of Eberron basically goes page 120 to like, 153, and then it goes to, like, it rewinds and then it goes forward and it's missing a chunk, so I don't know if like a whole leaf of pages got switched between that book and another one, but not all the books there, so I wanted more of the regional stuff that was missing from my book. But I already marked up my other copies, so the stuff they changed for the freaking shifters required a whole sticky note or two. What green? Excuse me. Is this one still sealed? Then where's my other Caliban? No, it's not. I mean, it might as well be it, but it is open, so it's brighter. We'll go with that, I guess. Yee. Maybe not. Where did I put the other one? Oh, okay, maybe it's up there. You are. Thank you. Dark Angel's bringing it back. As far as my wheel of green, the orange paint wheel, that's actually a tester's kit carousel. I outgrew it like as soon as I got it, like, oh shoot, I have way too many paints. At least way too many paints for it. Oh yeah, I did find yet another Grim Reaper from Reaper Bones 3 that I had left over there. It wasn't with the other undead, so I brought that home to put in with the painting with that, so let's see if I can find that real quick so I can remember to, yep, there we go. At least base coat that before I go to bed so it's dry for later. But huge. Was that 2d4 with a ×4 critical? Yeah. Farming implements. Da, da, da. Let's go ahead and go with this darker green for her scabbard. Another thing I grabbed from my storage unit was a play school Pirate Island that I got at the Goodwill outlet store for probably something like $1.25 or 75 cents or something cheap, because it was before they did it by weight. It was just like per piece, and this piece is like yay big of a freaking island. Like, I repainted it to have not the yellow, but to have to make it a cemetery hill. So instead of having yellow for the sandy beach, it has gritty, sand textured, not quite chocolate brown texture paint. So it's just like loose earth instead. They were being so, well, some of the characters were being so reserved and hanging back a bit when action had started. So one of the characters may or may not have pocketed almost everything on the dead body that they came across. A member of Moorgrave University, which I didn't remember that that's who the guy was. I was just going with Moorgrave when I gave them a patron, just because I want to do something with the universities, and I want to make it a bit of a rivalry, at least on a friendly level, with some of the other universities, because they're doing something more like what the Wayfinder Foundation would do. But well, I want to do that too, but I'm already a member of Moorgrave College. But I can write this off as a business expense. Like, there's the dead body, and we've got like 4 characters, 5 characters standing back. Like, huh. Like, I only control this one NPC here. You guys need to decide what you're doing. This nice little contrapposto they've got this character in. I need to touch those up on the greens. Love how deep dark blue green this Caliban green is. Like, it's so green it's almost blue. I don't think there's anything on him that I wanted to give that green. From that angle with the shine on this side of his face, he looked skeletal for a second. It's like, I've got enough evil knights. I don't need him to be evil already. If that's what his character ends up doing, that's totally on what the player's doing, but whew. So what did I want to do? I wanted to get this green, right, and touch things up. Castellan green. Drink water. ooey gooey. There we go. Bring him closer in case there's anything I need to do. No, he doesn't have this green. He's got that green. I do need to touch him up with that, so let's set that with him for now. So we need to touch up here. And here. So what are you guys playing this weekend? Or painting, or crafting, or doing in general? Leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Caught on there. Leave it alone. It's not the right tool for the job. Touch that up. That's the sword handle. Just a little bit more on the corset. Let's go ahead and get down on the other side there that is still blindingly white from the Bonesium. I can send a wash in there later to make it darker, but it's not going to work if we put it directly over the white, probably, since it didn't seem to pull there well enough. Let's just go ahead and actually, oh yeah, maybe a leather canteen. She got a canteen on her right hip. When I do road marches, I would drain my right canteen. If we stopped for a break, I would drink out of one of the 2-quart canteens that was on the rucksack itself. And if I ran out of my right canteen, I'd switch to my left, or vice versa, depending on which side of the marching file I was on. What is cape and what is leg here? Get down into the nitty and the gritty. Gritty. Today is technically Sunday for the last 3 hours. Tomorrow, Monday, I have to go to another appointment after I get all my paperwork sorted out. I forgot to ask for a ride. Alright, that looks like it's more of the skirt team. Come on, get in there. I'm trying to determine what's supposed to be skin, what's actually supposed to be leg, and what's supposed to be, excuse me. What's actually supposed to be leg, and what is supposed to be the skirter. Did I touch this again on accident? Oops. Let's get under this part of the skirting. Bloop bloop. Blop blop. Bloop 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 bloop. Blop blop. Blop blop. In a perfect world, every turd would go plop. What the hell are you talking about? You know, when you're in the toilet, it doesn't always plop. In a perfect world, it would always go plop. You worry about the dumbest things, butt munch. Me, you're the one over here talking about automatic. Automatic fixing something. I didn't need to know all that. You gonna go David Carradine yourself? So many greens. I can't tell if that's supposed to be armor or if that's supposed to be skin. Let's find out. We have a magnifier. Alrighty. Let's call it armor. Oh, gotta get the armpit area. Get down there between the fourth and fifth intercostal space. If you're doing if you're dealing with a tension pneumothorax issue, you want to either do it between the second and third up front here on the outside of the nipple line, or you want to do it on the side, like go under the armpit where you can get in between the body armor, and put that 5 3/4 inch needle, catheter needle, through the rib meat into the pleural space and let some of that air out of there. Yeah, because it's not because just one lung is collapsed and you're getting half the air that kills you. Oh no, it's the air from outside that's pushing in on that pleural space, pushing your lung to the side, twisting your heart, and crimping your aorta and such. like a garden hose. So now your blood's not going where it needs to, so the oxygen's not going anywhere either. Like junior high and high school me had no problem with blood and needles and stuff. Dissection, like I was the lab partner to go to. I'll, you know, butcher this thing basically, like in a oh shoot, what am I even seeing here? Oh, okay. Shin guard, some hip guard, and then I needed to put that on there. Is there anything else with this one before I switch the... That's skin, that's that. Ow! Okay, I don't want to sit this way anymore, but I don't want to move the other way. Oh. Down there. Oops, have I not been on camera? Is this any better? Let's fix this. You comfortable a little bit? How's that? Is that vaguely on camera? Ah, hi. It's like, I don't need to be on camera, just my hands. And they're still not. Yes? No? Maybe? Blocks of broccoli? I had to move the camera earlier when it was off, so don't have it quite lined up where it was. Alright, so let's go back to the camo green. In theory, I am going to drop straight into sleep like a rock when I get up to bed. Also, in theory, I'll probably wake up in a couple hours like, oh, but I want sleep. Wow. Just this one little panel right here. And I set up a multi-port charger for my phone, but I also set up a multi-port, powered multi-port USB setup that I haven't found another micro USB cable to plug into the computer proper. Try to extend the cameras a little bit more since they've been on the fritz since I moved everything. As far as the way the setup is, I cleared out that mess behind me for the most part, but now the mess is collecting over here. Different mess though, but I got the box of computer components and stuff put away in the music lounge closet earlier, and I got my Olympus audio recorder out. Got my rechargeable batteries charged. Got the memory card formatted. Got it up and running. So that's a yay for progress. Let's go ahead and color that in, that edge. I'm going to do the skin like last, so I don't have to worry about messing it up. Let's just try and double check our camo over here. And give it a little more love here. I need to put a couple more metal panels in here. Alrighty. Dirt browns over here. We do have snake bite, but I don't think that's what we're calling for. Well, that's just like a really bright version of that, isn't it? Moot green. Oh, thankfully this is still good. Partially, at least. I can't tell if it's sitting on a layer dried out or not. She's got the metal on there, so let's look it up real quick. I think it's in here. Special materials. $120 special materials. Oh yeah, the Wear Touch Master needed that much errata. And then the blank ones are to cover up what was wrong. 120. This is how the cosmology of the planes for Eberron looks. More like the model of the atom. So things become coterminous with the material plane, and then the oh, there we go. New materials: bronze wood, beige, dense wood, dragon shred, live wood. Okay, it is in Eberron. Page 127, Eberron 3.5. Keith Baker. Unusual woods of Arenal. Live wood, green colored hardwood with a highly magical nature. When live wood trees are felled, they do not die. Though they stop all growth, they can be worked like normal hardwood while it remains completely alive. In most respects, it's just like normal wood. A few spells affect it differently from normal wood. Plant growth causes it to sprout small branches and leaves, though diminished plants has no effect. Speak with plants allows a character to communicate with a live wood object, though such an object has no more awareness of surroundings than most normal plants. Blight deals damage to a live wood object as if the object were a plant creature, 1d6 of damage per level. Wood's hardness does not apply. A character can use tree stride to move from one live wood object to another, or from a live wood tree to a live wood object and vice versa, as long as the live wood object is large enough. Animate plants can animate a live wood object. Dryads occasionally make their homes in live wood trees instead of oak trees. They look no more kindly upon felling their tree than other dryads do, but the felling of the live wood tree doesn't kill her, nor does it end her dependence on the tree. As a result, dryads can be found within live wood objects, including buildings, furniture, and ships. Live wood hardness 6, hit points 10 per inch of thickness. Live wood item costs half as much again, plus 50% of a normal wooden item. Items without wooden parts, including armor and bladed weapons, cannot be made from live wood. So it is a green. Oh, hey, you're not all the way closed. But it is a green wood, and that's... I give this particular... calling it an elf. But giving it a live wood weapon... Come on. Like right now it's the player character, and I've gone with her choices for the colors and stuff. That also just helps me have inspiration for colors for what might later be an NPC, because this isn't quite the model for the character. She doesn't have these particular weapons, so just kind of rolling with it for now. Closest female model I had for something vaguely druid-like. For all I know, this is an entirely different class, but and then it's like a tiefling or something, but I'm using those horns as, you know, a headpiece, kind of like Kylan in Vox Machina. Kilo, Kylan, I don't know. It's been a few weeks, and I've only watched the whole thing once. Is there more wood up here, or is that actually... That probably should be metal. Yeah, so 2 bolts through there, 1 bolt through there. So yeah, that should probably all be metal. So I'll touch that up with the metal step. Let me get back to that. Like a Warforged Druid. Don't even bother making it, you know, the wood armor and stuff like you would typically make for a Druid. Warforged. Fully metal. I speak for the trees. I am Lorax. He's got an axe. He's a friggin' lumberjack. I am Lore. This is my axe. matching up this spot right here on the canteen. Trying to get that bright spot where the halberd is kind of joined to the canteen without actually painting the halberd. Let's touch this out. While I'm not actually ready to do the flesh color per se, excuse me, I do want to get dark flesh on there so that I can put the actual skin color on later. Where's my dark flesh? To the chair. Well, there's nothing in that. Oh, that's right. Not chocolate brown. There's dark flesh. Oh, don't fall. Oh, she may or may not have just killed our guy. Dark flesh. And she does have kind of elven ears, but she still could be like a tiefling or something. Just gonna go with the face and the chest and the neck. Spread this paint as far as it'll go, nice and smooth. Get those ears. I'm gonna do the horns so it has something better to show the antler colors on. Right now she's like a reverse Two-Face. Focus. Why is it not? Yeah, like a reverse Two-Face right now. Get up under the hairline. Get all the way up to the hairline. If I do this right, she's going to have green eyes. Oops. Didn't mess up the eye, but I did get a little on the hair, but I don't know what color hair we're going with yet, so I'll just leave it and paint over. And get in there on the neck, all the way up under the hair. Because on her left side it's like sticks out more. Start here and walk away from the chest piece. Come on, why aren't you? Come off the brush. Yeah, right now she looks like she's got a sunken in eye. She had it gouged out in combat or something. Speaking of combat, the monk hadn't been part of the party before, so he's coming down a whole different alley. Well, not alley, but part of the Skyway, the map I was using in the map book. Let's get the legs. So right now she's going to be so tan that her skin got burned off and it's just the muscle showing. For the most part, that's what the dark flesh looks like to me. Like, oh, it's just muscle. Someone's been flayed alive. He's coming down the wrong way. They didn't know who he was. And there was a dead body there. He's the closest one to it. So probable let's get some elbows while we're back here. Get the right elbow, walk it all the way up to the armor. But then, like, he practically trips over the dead body when he comes up to the intersection where they're at. And then he gets beamed in the back of the head with a non-confirmed critical. So, not extra damage, but ow! And it was max damage from that sling bullet. D4 plus 2. And I rolled a 4. Yeah, I flat out said, I'm not trying to kill you, and then nat 20. Or maybe I am. Critical. Didn't roll to confirm, but yeah, he took that much damage from that, and then when Gage tried to climb up after the what turned out to be an enemy warforged with mithril armor. Mithril plating. Oh shoot, why have you not been charging? Oh, did I never plug that in? No, it's plugged in. What's going on here? Are you not charging on that end? Okay, why are you... What we do is we dry this off. And switch, maybe? Let's get the hands. And let's get this part of the inner elbow on the front. The thumb and fingertips. The back of the hand. Fingers. This hand. Let's get some of that off there. Index finger. Forearm. Get a little bit closer to this armor where the thigh is sticking out. Let's get this other thigh. There's a whole lot more of that to paint on this side. As it goes from pretty much the very top of the hip down to the knee. Let's get between the armor. Get the Achilles tendon. Let's produce the lower. Whoops. Oops. Baby, you and me. Trying to build a prison. Get the tootsies. Get these tootsies. That spot. Bloop, bloop, bloop. The spots between the armor. Let's touch that leg up a little bit. That elbow. Try to get that cheekbone. Is that ear sticking out? I don't think it is. We'll put the ear dot there. She's got it pushed behind her right ear, and then looks like her left ear is barely doing the peek through where the hair is cascading over it. Is that the thumb? don't know what color hair. Although while we're at it, let's get some skin on our other people. He's got a beard, so... Alright, so come up to the temple. Come down the nose. The cheek. So now he's actual Two-Face at the moment. The top lip might be covered by the mustache, but looks like the bottom lip is exposed. So we're just going to try to carefully get this bottom lip. A little bit more than that. And leave the pigment on the lip. I can't tell if that's too much or not, but we can always touch it up when we get to the goatee portion of the beard. I'm leaving the eyebrows unpainted so that it just kind of looks like salt and pepper right now. Make it an actual hair color kind of thing later. Not get that far, but dark flesh over green looks interesting. Like right now, this dude looks like he's just wearing a not a sleep mask, but a mud mask. So exfoliating. Burning means it's working. Having a hard time figuring out how to get in between this, there we go, piece of armor and his temples and down to the, so right now I'm just leaving him have some green eyes. Oops, it's not working like that. Can we... Is that gonna... Maybe, maybe not. So right now he's got silver green hair and some, like, what's his face? Idris Elba's character's glowing eyes. Heimdall. I might leave them just the green, because why not? Like, I want to paint the beard because it's just standing out weird, but... And I see an ear, so let's go for that. Oh, come on. Why are you drying out so fast? And, alright, get the back of the hand. Let's try to just dry brush-ish over the knuckles. Get this thumb. Oh, there's the other ear. From the angle I was looking, I wasn't seeing it from above. kinda. Maybe connect it back together. It's kind of huge now, but once I get the beard lined up to there, it should be fine. I think I need to go a little bit lower on the cheek down to the beard line. There we go. Thumb, come on. I'm not hungry, but I want some chicken nuggies. I have pizza, I have burgers. I want some chicken nuggies. What's with the baby talk? Timey-wimey bibbly-boo. Miss Angela Lansbury's character in Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Mary Poppins. Miss Frizzle. Various other Time Lords. Come on, stop drying out so fast. Alright, well. Pointy canoniers. Get out there, fuzzies. Although there's also the fan theory that Mary Poppins and Pennywise are from the same kind of intergalactic species. They come back and feed from the children, much like Monsters Inc. feeding on emotions, but the difference between the laughter and the screams kind of dichotomy. Oh, wow. Like, there's only the, so there's only the wash over his knuckles right there, but there are barely any knuckle details on that staff. Let's get this out of the way now, maybe. Oh, so that's going to be a problem. Alright. As far as where I put that. I need to rearrange some things just a little. And by the time I did all of that, the paint decided to dry on me, on the brush. If you get this particular pack of gnomes, there's a nice horrible mold line right down the front of the staff. But since the staff is a manufactured good, possibly mass market because of how things work in Eberron, maybe it'd have that appearance and not the homemade look. It's hard to tell if I gotta get that ear, if I'm getting all the face on this side because of how the top of the staff is in the way. Gonna get under the neck. Just look for the House Kneath seal. that off. Come on, get out of the brush. Really? There, just a little bit higher than that was. This nice clear acrylic shelf to put some things on. So I want them not out of sight, out of mind, but I do want them off the table. So that's what I got going on there. These clear acrylic shelves. Store fixtures from Radio Shack going out of business. Like, yay, mine now. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Like I said, it's been the hour, almost hour and a half, yeah. I will be right back. Get some ice, get some water, get rid of some water. Need to put up some kind of DRM free version of something like the Price is Right kind of idle music. Hi, bud. Come on here and get on camera. Get on camera. my eye drops. That's what I was going to grab before I sat down, but Arthur's over here being cute, as always. As always. Arthur! It's Arthur! Let's get some eye drops in. Yeah, well, I did get a nap today before the game session, which my alarm was going off when Greg was ringing the doorbell, so I wasn't sure if I had indeed heard both or not. Reconnection successful. Oh yeah. Success. I'll deal with that later. Oops, let's get Dark Flesh. A couple more models. And go to bed. And we can put actual skin color over that later, because this is my muscle color. If I water it down for something other than bones, let it go down into the cracks. For some reason in the shadow he was looking the same color, but then give more of that, or go of a more actual browns tones or Caucasian tones or something, as opposed to just that. Although on the green it looks like actual ebony flesh, so I'm not even sure. We'll see. But those horns are gonna get, you know, not that, this. Drink some fresh cold water. Well, let's go this way with it. Force field. Force field. Oh, that's way too much. So I think I need to, Where's Arthur? Come here. Let me pick you up, babe. Come here. Oh, you're such a big boy. Hi. My tuxedo kitty, hi there. Yeah, hi. Pink nosies and toesies. Hi there. Hi, I'll get that kitty camera set for you guys. Lay down, don't fall. Whoop, careful, don't fall. You good? My other chair, if it's cold with my other chair, he liked sitting behind me as my ass gato, my ass kitty. Hi, Mr. Licky Licky. So he could stay warm back there, but... Oh, my poor gimpy kitty. You wanna paint with your brush? Yes, so lifelike kitty. Shut your lifelike kitty. I was grabbing him to start putting Dark Flesh on. It's like, wait, no, we're not on that step. We're painting her heart. Keep your swishy tail out of the way, buddy. Keep your swishy tail out of the way. Had a habit, I was about to just paint her ear, thinking I was doing different flesh, like doing everything that had the Dark Flesh on it, but no, we're just doing the antlers right now. Hey, 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 don't move, don't move. Don't move, buddy. Don't move. Hey, what you doing? I got you, buddy. You're not falling. You're not falling. No, we need to get you to the vet. You're walking all gimpy and stuff. You're not doing so well. Poor legs. Oh, if you dislocated something or what, buddy? Hi. Can you just a little bit better? Just a little bit better? You can find a spot? You're falling, buddy. You're gonna push yourself off. You're gonna push yourself off of me. Careful. Careful. Like if we leave a little bit of the dark flesh at the base, it's fine, because that's where the, whatever that's called, basically the cuticle of the horn. I don't know what the technical term is, but the part where it grows out of. Alright. It doesn't done his mouth yet, so I'm not going to do this gator's teeth yet. I was thinking that would be an option right now. Not dealing with those right now. No, I want to use this bone color. Shoot, where did I put those? Buddy, please, 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 please. Oh, you're going down there? Okay. Okay. Oh. Buddy. Give this undead dude a little bit. This bat lich warrior guy. Liches get stitches. Knuckles one more thing. Oh, you're down in the box. I'd love to show you on the other camera, but I don't think it's working. Nope. Just the one. Like, I don't even know if it's plugged in right now. I was in the process of trying to hook up the other adapter. I was going to expose leg bones. Let's go over this other color because he's not looking skeletal enough with me with the wraith bone. Wraith bone's connected to the patella. Sternum and ribs. He's got this other skull on his belt that I missed. Skeletal warrior, unironically wearing a skeleton, a skull belt buckle. I would erase that spot on the hood, but I haven't necessarily painted the hood yet, so. It's another place the 3-second rule comes in. Look how long before paint dries. I thought that's the spot above my missed. Right there in the forearm. However, I do want to get it off there. Get out of there. And I brought home the silver glue. That's the book for the Olympus. orange, so they should be somewhat easier to get a hold of. Somewhat. And where's the halfling? Where is the halfling? Uh-oh. Where'd the halfling end up? There! That was the dwarf, wasn't it? Oh, that is the halfling. Okay. And where's the dwarf? Oh, there he is. Okay. He just skipped ahead. Nimbly bimbly and stuff. That goes with the Olympus recorder. A powered lapel mic. I got a flesh golem here. I've got rock crowd. Ooh, that is looking delightfully disgusting with the gaping. Need to touch up the teeth or maggots or whatever is going on in there. Okay, another undead. Come on. Oh no, it's not. Why are you looking undead from there? There. Minotaur, where's the other? Minotaurs. Get their horns. Trying to make this like modular, like an Omni mech. I'm just not there yet. I think with these guys I'm gonna just go in and do the highlights. Although the hooves are probably the keratin, the toenail material, toenail and hair. Differentiate it from the rest of the bone a little bit. Down the bridge. The jaw from here is in shadow, so maybe hit the top of that knee. And then from the back, let's go with what's going on there? So it's still going, it just didn't want to act like it. Huh. So there's this Minotaur, and I know, I do not even know. Alright, I gotta be careful with Artie here because she has a broken shovel. I have to fix that before I get any further along in painting that shovel. Alrighty. Oh. This guy's got like some kind of horseshoe going on. We'll go with this spot above it, but below the fur, down the front. Get betwixt the toes. Get within the clove of the cloven hoof. Fantasy anatomy. Alright. Cozies, maybe. It sucks not being able to breathe through my nose. I'm going to let that part dry. Alright, let's try to get these horns. Not entirely worried about getting it on these rings because you're going to be putting metal over that anyway. But either way, proceed with caution here. Got an ear in the way, got those rings in the way. Need input. Send better Wi-Fi. Send better Wi-Fi. Here you get, just gonna get these deer horns on this minotaur. Or as far as the paint will take us. So I don't want to get another drop of it and have too much again. Get that spot here between the axe and the horn. Down here. It's definitely a rough first coat for the horns. Although if I do a nice wash, I might not need to do a second coat. Can't remember the name of that color that was liquid talent. Some of these contrasts work well, but they're just not the same. But it gives us more variety of liquid talent, essentially. Turn them over. Get all the way up to where the cuticle is. It's getting a bit chunky. Alright, oops. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So, like, where'd I put the other Minotaur? I don't understand. Okay, so that's the living one. Wasn't there a second living one? Oh, he's right in front of me. We should be able to get these horns, especially since there's no, ring. Oh, there's only a couple of rings on the other horn. Just use up this little bit of watered down skeleton bone. Tips. Now I want some SpaghettiOs with Franks. It gives it a whole different taste than the regular sauce or the sauce that the meatball has. I grew up as a canned food connoisseur. Could make myself anything to eat as long as it says Chef Boyardee Franco-American, which is now owned by Campbell's. Progresso came out later, which I got it sometimes, but it was more expensive than Campbell's condensed soup, so for some reason condensed soup prices keep, going up with the inflation, whereas the Chef Boyardee prices have stayed pretty low. Like, okay, this will be 88 cents, but $1.50 for a can of condensed soup. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any more out of this. Oh, there we go, just a little bit. And I could also make mac and cheese. I could grill my own, brown my own burger for pasta with meat sauce, or basically chili mac without the chili. So, if it's in the fried or boiled group, may not be the greatest at it, but I can make it and I can eat it. Apparently made some damn good grilled cheese, at least when I was in the army, and compared to whatever fare we'd been getting to eat. Alright, so another Minotaur. And as promised, because I could put more flesh on these